are live right here at Caged In. We're at SportsTownChicago's. I am Steve Milhausen along with Antoine Wade, the A-Train. We are in the house here. We are at Caged In, 14478 South LaGrange Road in Orland Park, Illinois. How are you guys doing today?
Not too bad. How about yourself, Steve?
I'm not too bad. I can barely hear myself, but you know what? That's okay, though. There's also a train side that Jose Aldo is out with what was it, sick?
Compacted vertebrae, yeah. Yeah, I guess it causes tingling in both of your arms, so...
He still wanted to fight from
right.
I've been told he wanted to fight, and...
He argued with his team to let him fight, but, you know, the smart decision was made to not let him fight and, you know, take some rest. He's going to start therapy. So, like they said, there's really no set date for him to come back, but 3 months, in 3 months he might be back.
So they do have an replacement. Dustin Poirier will be replacing Jose Aldo. If the Premier MMA clothing comes to Caged In, you got different tap out shirts, you got Silver Star, you got Warrior International. Yeah.
I have
Hayabusa shirts are disgusting. This is like the logo designs for Hayabusa. But you can email us at thefightclub2010@gmail.com. Go to Facebook, search The Fight Club Chicago. Go to Twitter, we're at Fight Club Chi. So make sure you leave us your questions or thoughts. Leave us questions for Louis on email, Twitter, wherever you guys need to do it, or even come here, 14478 South LaGrange Road in beautiful Orland Park, Illinois. Joining us right now, a very special guest. He is former Strike Force headliner, Louis Handguns Taylor. Louis, yes, thank you for joining us, my man. Thank you once again for joining us today.
Appreciate that 100, Steve.
How did your fight career start?
Oh, man, it started on the streets of Chicago. but you know, growing up on the South Side, I was never the big barker. You know, I was more the quiet guy. Mm-hmm. But that, you know how that goes. You quiet, you get picked on.
Right.
And so, but I put almost everybody ever fought on the streets in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And that's a big statement, you know. You be out playing alley ball, you got people coming straight out the joint. They want to walk and throw you with elbows. And a lot of these guys was, you know, dang near lifers. And so I used to handle my business with them and earn their respect. And then just growing up and joining wrestling and so forth. My first school was Lassen Community College. And we had a laundry list of MMA stars there. You know, we had the Brock Lesnar's, the Vladimir Matushenko, Shelton Benjamin, Corey Hill, Quentin Rampage Jackson, Sonny Marchetti, T.J. Williams, Reggie Wright. It was everybody who was anybody was there, and it was the spot. And just sitting back at home and transferring over to Eastern, where I got a chance to be under the Matt Hughes and whatnot, and the Mike Russo's and the Clay French's, and it's so many, Brian Ebersol's. You know, EIU is a big staple, just like Phoenix is. A lot of wrestlers are fighting in the UFC from Eastern, and I'm trying to be on that list.
What got you into MMA? What was the biggest fascination about the sport?
I went live. I went to Hammond, Indiana. I caught a bus. I guess I was already a little infatuated. I caught a bus. All my friends, you know, it wasn't real popular, but I had, like I said, I had went to school with a lot of people who did it. And I caught a bus out to Indiana, cab. I did it. I got in there. I caught the seat. I watched the American Psycho, you know, and Terry Martin, Stephen Bonner. I'm sitting next to his crew. And I just watched a couple people go down by head kick, and I said, I want to do that.
Now, how does a fighter go about getting to an organization?
It's like trying to get into anything that's worth being in. It's a scramble, especially when you're trying to do it the way I'm doing it on my own. No big camp, you know, Chicago Fight Team. You know, it's just us. A lot of people off the streets. A lot of just people who want to do it. You know, it's no egos there. You know, it's a big family. And so, you know, once I hooked up with Roberto, and we've been off to the races. Roberto Ramirez, Chicago Fight Team.
We are the Fight Club Chicago right here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Steve Milhausen along with Antoine Wade and the A-Train, joined by special guest, former Strike Force headliner Louis Handguns Taylor joining us. We're live at Caged In, 14478 South LaGrange Road in beautiful Orland Park, Illinois. To get the premier MMA apparel, come to Caged In. Right now, they got on sale $20 shirts and $30 hoodies. Anywhere from Tap Out to Silver Star, Fight Chicks, Warrior International, Premier Fighter, Hayabusa, and Spear. So, Louis, what happened? How did you get into Strike Force?
I got into Strikeforce basically because within the last 2 years before Strikeforce, I had like 2 fights, 1 a year, because that's about as many people wanted to fight me.
Now, why is that? Why was it just the name you were starting to build and people were afraid to fight you? Or?
I guess I jumped the gun when I fought on an adrenaline card. I fought Adam Majewski, who everybody was kind of scared of for some reason. And after that fight, nobody wanted to fight me, and I was like on my 3rd or 4th fight. So I'm like 3 fights in, nobody want to fight me. I'm like, I need fights. I know, right? I'll be able to build a career. How could I get fights? And then so about time Strikeforce made it to Chicago in November, I was already clamoring at the opportunity, but I suffered an injury to my lead leg, my left leg. But I wasn't letting the opportunity pass to be on that card with Fedor, so I still jumped out there. It didn't go my way, but you got to make it happen sometime.
He is the man who runs this ship and who let us do the remote here today. Brian, how's it going, my man?
It's going good. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for the opportunity to come out here.
No, thank you for inviting us, giving us the chance to come out here and host the show from your store. Tell us about how the store originated.
The store originated from a buddy of mine that went to go buy some MMA gear, training gear and sparring gear, and looked at every store possible. Couldn't find nothing that he liked. It was just a lot of the Everlast, a lot of the cheaper type of bags and gloves and stuff like that. So he went online and realized that there's no stores out there. So he came up with the idea that hey, I'm gonna get a store together, and asked me if I would come on board to help him out. And that's where the store originated. We got a gym in the back that we have MMA training, women's kickboxing classes, some Bagua classes, Tai Chi, and it's starting to take off. We're actually going to make the gym's about 650 square feet, and we're going to double the size of it in the same location. We're going to eliminate this wall here and double the size of the gym. We do have open hour classes, open gym classes as well, memberships that people are able to sign up. So if you have a buddy or you just feel like you want to kick the bags, you don't have a place that you're able to train, we do have an open gym membership that you can sign up for to use the facilities here.
Now, how much is the cost? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, is it affordable or?
It's we're making it as affordable as possible. The open gym is $35 for the month. You're basically get unlimited time as long as you're able to call ahead of time to make sure it's open and that there's no classes going on. For all the kickboxing, MMA classes, all the classes that are going on, we do it as schedules. It's not like a membership where you're able to go in and out anytime you want. They start off at $50, and with that you go one time a week, and then it's $75 that you go twice a week.
Okay.
And then with that as well, you get 1 hour that you're able to come in the gym as well, out of the instructor that you're able to use the facilities to train in.
So how many instructors are there?
We have 2 instructors. We have Joey Gilbert with Gilbert's Grappling, who teaches the women's kickboxing class, and that is really. I think we started off with like 3 girls, and we have about 15 girls. We actually had split off into 2 different classes. They love it. And then we have a instructor named Jason Lafrano who does the MMA classes as well as the Tai Chi, Bagua. He does a toning and flexibility class as well.
And don't forget also, guys, we are here representing SportsTownChicago.com and BeyondAir.com. If you want to start a career in broadcasting or television, make sure you go to BeyondAir.com, or you can call it 630-916-1700. And if you do come in today, Dan Allen will be giving you information regarding the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Where broadcasting careers begin, guys. Yeah. That's where our broadcasting careers started.
Yes, we sure
we
do.
would like to thank the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, SportsTownChicago.com.